gentlemen. Was that enough?
Yeah. I'm Mike.
And I'm Ryan.
And we're two best friends. This is the Cologne podcast, by the way, where we go on fragrantical adventures and smell fragrances and give you uneducated opinions
on the world. Oh, shit. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead, Ryan.
Oh, on the world of fragrances.
Today, we're handling a crowd favorite. You guys love some Le Male.
Absolutely. Our two highest episodes are Le Male, which is shocking. We just figured this out, by the way, in the past week.
Yeah.
We're like, what the fuck? Le Male?
Yeah, you guys have downloaded Le Male episodes more than Aventus episodes, more than when we bring ladies on here. You guys you download the fuck out of some Le Male.
So we went, hey, let's do a Le Male fragrance, right?
Let's smell some more Le Males.
Let's play the game. Divvy the cards up, guys. Let's do it.
And today we're smelling Male Le Beau.
Yeah. Came out in 2019. We thought we were picking up the latest one, but it's this one.
Yeah. Sickhead on Fragrantica says, horror flashbacks to high school gym class, the locker rooms, and taking breaths that consist of more aerosol deodorant than air. Not sure I'd trust anyone over the age of 16 willing to wear this.
Were you getting hung up on the breasts and trying to say breast or something?
No, it was this long fucking high school gym class locker rooms. That's like that.
That's a tongue twister?
Horror flashbacks to high school gym class locker rooms. Yeah, that's a lot.
Horror flashback to high school horror film, Jackal films.
Yeah, why wouldn't you just say high school locker rooms?
I can't even say it. I'll say it one more time.
High school gym class locker rooms.
High school gym class locker rooms. High school gym class locker rooms.
Yeah.
Why is it that?
And taking breaths that consist of more aerosol deodorant than air. Who is constructing, sickhead, constructing these sentences make it so difficult to read?
You know which tongue twister I can do, and it's only because I love the movie Last Action Hero?
Was it Woody Woodchuck Chucker likes to fucking chuck Woody Woods?
No, because remember he the kid, Danny Madigan, he can predict everything because he's from the real world. He's been watching all the Jack Slater movies.
Yeah, he's in the 3D realm.
And then he's kind of cutting Arnold Schwarzenegger off every once in a while, telling him what he says. And then Arnold turns to him, he goes, rubber baby buggy bumpers. So, he's like, you wouldn't think I'd say that. So I practiced that a lot when I was younger, and I still fucked it up, but still.
Cool. Man, that's badass, Ryan.
Mike's doing his thing. Okay. Okay. If it sounds like we got a lot of energy, it's because the very next day, and I had a mocha double shot espresso from Starbucks.
Mm-hmm.
The can.
You sure did. I had a caramel.
And which did you...
Caramel.
What did you discover? Let them know what you discovered today. Reading the back of that fucking can.
Yeah, there's 12 grams of protein in those bad boys.
Isn't that wild?
That's more than I thought. More than a cup of milk.
Well, before we stroke on Le Beau today, we need to stroke off on
Million
Gold
by Rabanne.
Hit the music, Todd.
Yeah. One night stand review.
Well, Ryan, after spending the night with Sir Paco Rabanne and smelling millions and millions of gold, what do you think?
Well, he's dead, so I didn't spend time with Paco Rabanne.
Well, it depends. Do you know a soothsayer? A necromancer?
I do not, but I will say this. I stand by what I said in the last episode, which is that it smells really good, impressively good. Mm-hmm. We put it in our heads. It does smell very kind of similar to Santel 33.
It has a hint of it.
A hint.
Yeah.
But it's a lot sweeter. It's a lot softer. It's balanced just right. It's not for me, but that does not mean it's bad. It's really good. It's just not my style. But Mike threw it on, and we went out to town afterwards. Mm-hmm. We actually went to Dollar General, if I'm just being real with you guys.
That's town to us.
And just so you know, to show you how small town our Dollar General is, they have a huge fucking bucket sitting outside with just 5 pounds of dog food in there for some stray dog in the area.
Yeah, it's a cute dog. It actually looks like Ryan and I have a dog that looks very similar to each other, like they're from the same family.
It might be their dad. It's an older dog. I think
so, yeah.
But long story short, on the way there, he smelled amazing because he laced up with it. I got in the car before him, and the whole car smelled like it.
Yeah.
I got here to the studio before him, and the whole studio smelled like it.
Yeah, the problem is after lunch, it kind of faded. It's not one that's going to hang on for a while, but hey, if you can get a good discount on it, then spray the hell out of it. It smells good.
I think if it was a little bit cheaper, I think this is a safe buy for people.
I agree.
Okay. So is that it? We done with that? We kicking this to the curb already?
I don't know that we're kicking it to the curb.
Are you going to buy it?
No.
Really? You're not going to buy it?
No, I don't think I'm going to buy it. It's good.
It's strong.
It is strong.
What is it that's turning you off now? Because you were a little honed up on it.
I think the longevity dries too fast, and that Santel 33 vibe kind of ducks away too fast.
Gotcha.
I think if it was stronger in that and the sweetness dialed back a little bit, it became a little bit more nuanced as it dried down, I would be way more into it. It's not a bad fragrance. I really do suggest you go and try it. Just sample it. You can get free samples of this bad boy.
If it was severely discounted, let's just say, and we're not sponsored, we've already tried to reach out to them. They haven't messaged back. Our fragrance, if they had this,
for
I don't know,
$58.
I was going to say 70 or less.
I wouldn't do 70. I'd do 50 something.
50 something, huh?
I would get it. I would get it at that price.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, but you know what it made me want to do?
What's up?
It made me want to try to layer it. Not this fragrance, but the combo of that made me go, I wonder what Santel 33 and Straight to Heaven layered would smell like.
It sounds nasty, but I kind of want to try it.
Like the good kind of nasty?
I don't know.
Like freaky? Like, some of those, early relationships you had in college that you were like, that just got nasty.
And you're like,
and I kind of like
you don't know where it's going, but
you're here for the ride.
No.
Yeah.
Well, maybe. I don't know. We'll have to figure it out.
Yeah, I'm going to try it. I honestly am going to try it. Look, I've been layering Insidious with Straight to Heaven. That is my fucking jam.
He has been wearing that a lot lately. I cannot lie. He does indeed smell good getting in the car when he does.
I had a friend after coffee one day.
Okay.
She gave me a hug and literally she said, I'm not going to wash my shirt.
Damn.
She's like, it smells so good. It's got your cologne on it. It smells so good. I'm not going to wash this.
Okay. Which part of that fragrance do you think she's juiced on?
I don't know, because they work really well together.
Okay. Well, if you got Insidious, that's by Insider Parfums, and you have Straight to Heaven by Killian, try it out. See if you...
And Dan, let's get together and maybe we can figure out what that formula is and we can make a Ode Mike or something. Let's just jam it, dude.
He's not going to return your phone calls, dude. Just stop.
I'm just going to message him on WhatsApp. Come on, man. I got a great idea. Please. I need it.
Strong sample to possible buy if indeed it is lowered in price. That's what we're thinking.
It's got to be sub $60.
God, I would think 70 safe. 70 and under.
Well, I'm talking about for me.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right. Now, let's put our sniffers on this leaf-covered junk of a bottle. Male Le Beau by Jean Paul Gaultier.
This is an interesting bottle, Ryan.
Why do you say that?
Because the majority of the Le Males don't have their naughty bits covered.
Yeah, it's on full display on most of them, right?
Right. But this one, it makes you wonder. Does it have a bigger set of meaty clackers? Is this why we need the fig leaf in front of it?
Or is it really undersized and it's not going to, be as noticeable as its previous predecessors?
Good question. I didn't know if this was the Statue of David type situation we got going on.
This one's
Ooh, I like that.
God damn it.
Am I hinting like a little berry type vibe in there?
You know what? I think you are.
It's
Little, maybe 2 berries?
a twig and berries. Are we talking about here?
Okay, out the gate, because this is, let's just put this out there. We didn't even know this when we grabbed this. They were literally across the aisle from each other on different counters, but we grabbed a sample of Million Gold by Rabanne, which, by the way, put Paco's first name on the front of that. Get this shit together.
Put his name back in your mouth.
And then we grabbed this one, the Le Beau, because we were like, God, everybody gets horny in Le Mans, so we're doing Le Mans. But we found out during that episode of the Million Gold, this has the same perfumer.
That's right.
And
yes.
an extra one. It is Quentin Bish, and then it's also a
Quinny the Bish.
Yeah. There's also a young lady named Sonia Constance, I believe is her name, or Constant. So I do sense a little bubblegum similarity between the two.
Sure, but this also, it almost has a saltiness to it.
I can kind of get that.
On the skin, I don't know. I didn't like run circles in the parking lot before I came in here. I haven't been jumping rope in the attic or anything. There's a saltiness to it.
I can kind of get that vibe. Definitely do get I don't know what kind of berry, but I do get a little of a berry vibe.
I mean, the juice is super blue. Maybe that saltiness is kind of like that oceanic sort of vibe.
Same energy, guys.
Maybe it's like a berry popcorn on the skin.
Let me read a little information about it real quick.
It smells good. I'm digging it.
So prior to the show, we always do a little research for every episode. Okay, guys?
Yeah.
A little behind the curtain here. And I'm doing this research about this fragrance. I noticed that there's a Le Beau and there's a Le Beau Le Parfum, and we didn't know which one we got. So I called our local store to figure out which one that they had there. And also while I was there, I got the price.
And we decided to record that call for quality assurance.
Hit the recording, Todd. Yes. Can I get the fragrance department, please, for men?
Okay, please hold.
Yes, ma'am.
Thanks for calling Dillerton. How can I help you today?
Yes. Is this the men's fragrance counter?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. The other day I came in and I got a sample of a Le Mans fragrance. I know it's called Le Beau, but I didn't know which one it was. I know there's two different ones. There's a Le Beau and there's a Le Beau, I guess, Le Parfum, and I didn't know which one y'all gave me a sample of. So I was trying to figure out which one that was.
I believe the Le Beau should have been the Eau de Toilette, so it's like kind of like a bluish color.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I believe it was down from Jean Paul Gaultier.
Yes, ma'am. And so that's the only Le Beau version y'all carry there?
Yeah, it's just that one.
And I guess while I got you on the phone, how much is that for like the bigger bottle?
Let me double check, okay?
Okay.
Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, I'm just going to have it in a set for $128. So that is a 4.2 bottle, and it includes a 0.34 bottle for $128.
Oh, $128?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so
like
much.
A regular size bottle and a small one. Yeah, you're welcome. Have a nice day.
Hey, you too. Thank you. So to give a little bit of, we're kind of skipping ahead, but we will come back. Yes, for a set on this is 128, 0.3 ounce and some other goofy ass giveaway.
Yeah, so you basically get the big bottle.
Yeah.
Plus a travel atomizer.
Not a bad deal. So popularity on this as well.
Hit it.
Popularity is a 4.31 out of 5 with over 7,100 fucking votes.
Wow.
Which is shocking. It's shocking for what I'm smelling right now.
Oh, okay. Why's that?
It's not that this is bad. This is pretty good. But it also feels kind of safe and kind of,
Man, the tester strip and the skin are worlds apart for me.
I agree. I'm trying to see which one I even like better. They're both decent.
I like the tester strip better. Maybe Mr. Bish is formulating these just using tester strips because we said the same thing about the previous fragrance, Million Gold.
Well, I'm about to read you some notes, and I'm looking at them. None of it makes sense to what I'm smelling.
Okay.
It's only 3, and we fucking hate it when they don't give us enough notes in the influencer community.
But remember early on, that was kind of the thing. They were like, hey, no more trillion notes. We're giving you a top note, a middle note, and a base note.
Yeah.
Just the 3.
I wonder if it was like, this is what all these together should smell like this.
Like an accord of coconut.
Well, there's 3. Wow. Okay. Idiot savant over here. Top notes, bergamot. Middle notes, coconut.
Ooh, okay.
Base notes, tonka bean. I don't get any of that to me. Do you, for real? Do you at all?
Bergamot on the top?
Bergamot on the top, tonka bean on the bottom, and a little coconut in between.
Boy, a couple of coconuts in there.
Is he hiding 2 big old coconuts behind that leaf?
Yeah, we will never know. Is that a palm leaf?
I'm not impressed with this one.
It's not bad, but
It isn't bad.
I'm with you. I don't necessarily smell a strong citrus, like a peppery citrus that I expect from bergamot. Maybe I'm getting the coconuttiness because I kind of feel this kind of ocean tropical vibe on my skin. Okay. I'm thinking like berries and ocean.
You know what? When you said tropical, I'm vibing that. I can get behind that.
But the tonka bean thing too. I mean, so we've smelled. Did we do a single note on tonka bean?
We did, but I can't remember if we uploaded it or not. Because I remember there was one of those we tried to record video of back in the day.
Vetiver, we tried that one.
Opening is honestly pretty fucking good.
The opening is the best part.
It is definitely the best part.
Man, those first 5 minutes out of the atomizer are like a party.
A big swinging coconut party. Look, I'm not trying to be like the kid who everybody likes Taylor Swift. Fuck her. I'm not trying to be like that, but this is...
I don't know if it's just like straight up girl dad in me, but I really do enjoy Taylor Swift.
I was just bringing her for example. I'm not actually rattling against her right now.
No, I know, but on the Ricky episode, you're like, man, somebody needs to dethrone that dish.
I never said that. Don't get us fucking killed by Swifties, a gaggle of them.
Dude, I'd be right there with them. I'd be like, kill him.
He did it.
I got a couple of favorite songs by her.
Yeah, you think she's a really good songwriter, and I just don't.
I do. We never really corrected what you're saying because you're like, man, this bitch doesn't write her own songs. And it turns out it's primarily her or her with maybe another writer. But she's even released like the voice notes that she like sings a song to her phone and like records it. She's released some of those and they're pretty cool, man.
That sounds so cringy.
Like she'll play it on piano and sing it, and then she'll go, but I want, it's going to have like this in there too.
This is audio proof that I, Taylor Swift, wrote this song. Here we go. And a 1 and a 2. Yeah. Nah, that's whack.
I don't know. It's pretty cool.
I think what pisses me off, honestly, more about it is that the NFL is like definitely like, hey, guys,
you're one of those.
Check it out. We get tons of views when we show freaking Mahomes. He's throwing it to her fucking gal pal over there, whatever the fuck.
Oh, Kelsey?
Yeah, Kelsey.
Yeah, I mean, but
I already see the Kelsey brothers on podcasts and commercials on other teams.
You're just tired of it, huh?
I'm tired of it, man. And they're trying to go on a 3-peat. They've been playing like dog shit for the past 4 weeks, and they haven't lost a fucking game. This is the worst that Mahomes has ever played, and they haven't lost a game. Anyway.
Okay, boomer.
Yeah, I digress. I'm not trying to be like just like everybody likes this, and so I'm hating on it.
Yeah.
But I am quite puzzled at that many positive votes for this. And it's not that it's bad. It is good, but I feel like when you have that many people that come together and vote something high, that this thing ought to be pretty like kicking my ass right.
So what's not kicking your ass about it?
I think because
you said it's good.
It is good, but it does feel very young.
Okay.
And that part, it cancels me out already.
Well, maybe it's a shitload of young people that have jumped online to vote yay for it.
Yeah, could be. That may be the thing. It's that, and it's like, it's not groundbreaking. I feel like we've kind of smelled this here and there amongst other things.
Okay.
I don't smell this and go, oh, I don't like it, but it is different. It feels similar to a couple of things. It feels a little similar, like if you smelled the fucking Scandal or fucking...
Really? You think this is close to Scandal?
Yeah, it's like kind of, it has a little bit of the bubble gum, a little bit of this, a little bit of,
Oh, you're talking about JPG Scandal.
Yeah. Not Roger Parfum's. No.
See, I don't get that vibe on this.
Look, Roger Parfum's version of Scandal, that one needs a big ass fig leaf on the front of it.
Yeah.
This one needs like a peanut shell.
Scandalous. Really? You think this is just all it needs is a little peanut shell to hide what it's packing on this one?
For sure. And I'm not talking like the one that has like 2 peanuts in it, just a single
peanut shell.
Yeah.
Well, you know how I feel about peanuts. Huh? I got tattooed on my fucking arm.
That says I'm a big old nut, huh?
It says I'm a big girl. Yeah. So if you haven't seen it on my right bicep, I have 2 peanuts that are saying, I'm a big girl.
I have no doubt Todd's going to write us have you send him a picture of your bicep showing that off.
I'll signed and sealed and delivered to you, Todd.
Speaking of Todd, I'm going to take a quick side quest here.
Okay.
We got an email the other day.
Okay.
From Adam. He just found us not too long ago. He got caught up on all of our episodes, but he wrote in the email. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but I did want to read the one part, and then I want to address you guys.
Ooh, he's going to read this one part, and then he's going to undress you. Is that what you said?
No, I'm going to address them.
Oh, okay. I heard that wrong. We've been talking about fig leaves and peanuts and all different kinds of stuff. So
he basically said in this, it's a long, lengthy email, and we wrote him back. Thank you again for writing us. Your friendship and some of the things you guys went through may or may not have caused a man to shed a tear. I love you both. By the way, did Todd actually lay his firearm on the table while you were recording? I totally believe it because I know people who act the same way, but doing that during a podcast feels hella aggressive, and I would have been way more weird about it. LOL. And I'll tell you what I kind of told him.
okay.
I have had the great displeasure of knowing Todd since quite literally middle school.
A long time. Yeah.
And you got to know him through the podcast.
More through the podcast.
Yes. But we all went to the same school.
Yes.
But Todd always wants to get a rise out of me or to annoy me or to pester me. He likes to threaten me, but like in a subtle way of laying a gun on the table kind of thing. So yes, that actually did happen. And every time he comes in here, he brings some type of gun and tote bag and zip ties. I swear to God. Because that is Todd. That is absolutely Todd.
And you know what? It's endearing.
Yeah, it is so endearing to have a gun brandish in front of you all the time.
Yeah.
He's very pro 2A is what I'm getting at.
Part of that email where he says, you know, maybe we've tackled some things on the podcast that cause grown man to shed a few tears. He's not wrong.
He's definitely
because we've shed a few tears on this podcast.
We have, man. It's become cathartic to us, I think.
And we're just, in general, we're sensitive dudes, and we're trying to normalize that a little bit. You know, even Ricky pointed out that I was only really 80% manly man and 20% kind of nerd, kind of you got peanuts and dinos tattooed on your arm, you know, that type of guy. Mm-hmm. And I think sometimes we see that discouraged out there. You don't have to be so hard around the edges.
Absolutely. Yeah. Just, God, why so serious, guys? It's one life, guys.
Yeah, but again, I don't think it's necessarily us, right? We enjoy getting a laugh and being sentimental at times, and
for sure,
you know, handling and being vulnerable and open. And we hope that through this podcast, just a little serious note, we hope that through this podcast, we encourage you to do the same.
Absolutely. And kind of like I told him not to shill it, but I was saying, for real, no pressure, go to the Patreon. There's a lot of good people in there. Yeah. I'm just shocked at how good it is. I
won't say any names, but in the health chat in our Patreon, we've talked about addiction.
Yeah.
And I've even given my own personal story of having to reach out to people decades later and try to rebuild burned bridges and issue apologies to people that I've hurt along the way. You know, we handle those type of things too. So life is just not about fragrances. It's more than that. We can enjoy fragrances, but also in there, I think we're just becoming a big group of friends. And I think that's important because as much as you love talking about fragrances, you're going to have times where you need to say, I'm going through this. I'm dealing with this. I'm trying to handle this. I'm trying to overcome this. And you want people that actually give a damn.
And for whatever reason, they do. Everybody's so supportive. And so we're just proud of it.
Yeah, I think if you've gotten through nearly 300 episodes of us and you still like us and you still like this podcast, you're probably the same type of person that we are. We're geeky about certain things and we have fun with it, but just deep down, we care. We try to enjoy life as much as possible, and we try to put a smile on other people's faces. But you know, sometimes that really drains you. Sometimes you want so good for everybody around you and you pour out into so many people, but you don't have a lot of people pouring back into you. And if you kind of find yourself like that, you kind of find yourself out on an island or you feel alone and that island isn't tropical like Le Beau, then you may be looking for kind of some of the community that we have on the Patreon. Just a serious note. This is not a plug to like get your money. But just honestly, I know that life sometimes is kind of difficult, especially if you're a dude out there. You know, everybody pretends to be Sigma male. You know, I'm the lone wolf out there.
Yeah.
But it's hard as fuck to live like that. You really want a community around you. And that's what we're trying to encourage. It started off with fragrances. But again, we started building community chats and stuff like that to where people can get in, just get support and have a good time.
Absolutely. And I won't go any further on that. Well said. And back to Le Beau.
Okay.
Who is wearing this generic piece of shit?
I do agree with you that it is a little on the young side, but I don't think it's too young.
Okay.
I'm going to say 25, youngest.
Okay.
What do you think?
I'm thinking probably 18 and up.
Really?
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
You're going to community college, huh?
Yeah, you haven't quite figured out, how to be cool yet. You're still like a freshman in college, but you feel kind of independent, You're probably, I don't know. Yeah, you're going to your dumbass required classes.
You're trying to find some independence while at the same time still wanting to fit in.
Yeah, and you're still kind of young. You're kind of weird. You don't know how to approach people. You're taking your basic classes and you need a basic fragrance like this. You're not off-putting, but people go, Johnny smells cool.
Do you feel like this is a great departure from the original Le Male then?
Oh, absolutely.
Because that isn't so young and generic. Could just be the time that it came out.
I think that does have something to do with it. And we're going to do an episode on the original Le Male. But I think there's a lot of good in that fucking fragrance.
That's the Godfather himself, dude. Francis Kurkdjian.
Dude, it's a fucking killer fragrance. And yeah, do I think that this is a huge departure? Absolutely, yes. And I don't really get this. I mean, it's kind of tropical. It's all right. It's already done down. It's so generic. I just couldn't wear this.
Man, I just get sweet, salty on my skin. Is it that salty to you? Because it's really salty to me.
No, I actually do agree. I do agree.
On the skin.
And maybe that's what it's trying to convey. It's trying to be tropical. You are going to think fucking breezy beach, fucking salt water. Maybe so. I don't get aquatic though.
No, I don't get aquatic either. I'm just like salt is making me think of the beach because there's also like a tropicalness to it. I don't really get a lot of coconut.
I don't either. I don't get any of the notes. I was about to say, even though this isn't really it's not citrus heavy at all. But I will say, kind of like a citrus fragrance, I think you can tell when you're smelling this. It does smell like one of those fragrances that if you did get in the heat, I feel like this thing would be nuclear. Here's
what I think about this fragrance, though. I believe that it's going to smell better to somebody else in the air than you smelling it on yourself.
Could be. I'll do my COH test. You may be right.
Yeah. It's not bad. You're right. It's not a bad fragrance, but it does feel more on the generic side because it just smells like clean static.
Yeah, great. Hit that. Yes.
Yeah, like this sweet, clean static. But there is a saltiness that is interesting. But I think for me, if I went around smelling myself all the time, smelling like this, I'd get overwhelmed.
Yeah,
it's a little salty on my skin.
Were you going to skip it?
Sample it?
Or buy it?
What are you going to do, Ryan?
Certifiable lock of the century skipping this. I won't even feel bad. They could drop this thing to $30. I wouldn't fucking pay for it, dude.
Really?
Yeah,
okay.
I wouldn't want it.
Yeah, I agree with you that it's a skip.
Okay, good. I was like, hopefully I didn't make that too anticlimactic, just dropping it harsh like that, but fuck it.
No, I mean, it smells nice. It smells generic.
I'm not saying it smells bad. It does smell nice. And yes, it's just generic. I'm not feeling it.
But I think if you're young and you're either going to school, you work in an office, you're going to be around people. Yeah. I don't think this is a bad one to get.
You know what? I bet you why it has so many high reviews is that this came out in 2019. this would have been at the start of this kind of style of fragrance. It may have been interesting at that time.
Half a decade ago?
Yeah, but like now it's like, because I feel like that profile's been done a million times now. I just, the moment it feels similar to those, I'm just like, nope, I'm out. I just don't like it.
I feel you. It's not bad, but it's not groundbreaking. And I wish I could rewind to 2019 and maybe it would have been groundbreaking. I remember smelling Le Male for the first time with you on somebody else. And I was like, that smells great. You immediately knew what it was.
Yeah.
It had a signature kind of profile to it. Do you feel like if you smelled this on somebody walking by, you'd be able to pinpoint exactly what fragrance
Wouldn't
it was?
have a clue. Wouldn't have a clue what this was. I would be like, is he wearing Scandal? Is he wearing that? Is he wearing Le Male, whatever the fucking Ultra Male? Is it this? Is it that? Is it, the fucking gun barrel one? What's that one called? Wanted by Night?
Yeah. Oh, I way prefer Wanted by Night over this.
No, I do too. I'm just saying, but there's a little similarity in some of that stuff. So I'm just like, I wouldn't be able to pick it out. But yeah, the original one, absolutely. The moment I smelled it, I was like, are you wearing original Le Male? His name was DJ Jammin.
That's right. Yeah.
Super nice guy.
Great guy. And the party loved him.
They fucking loved him.
And we loved how he smelled.
And everybody hated us.
Yeah, that was a hard one for us.
They fed us in the back of a fucking alley.
Yeah.
With cold chicken.
Yeah, you know what? Save the rest of that story for the Le Male episode, the original Le Male episode.
Fuck them, dude. But yeah.
Okay. Well, there you go, guys. I hope we didn't hurt anybody's feelings because I know how beloved the Le Male line in general is.
It's so beloved. It's shocking us. And I can't wait to do the original one because, I mean, you won't know Mike, but you can already kind of tell I love Le Male.
Yeah, you'll find out.
And until next time,
spray it up, y'all.